Outside of the two seen on the box, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet feature a total of 4 legendary Pokemon that can be captured by players. All 4 of them, dubbed the Treasures of Ruin, seem to share some kind of bond. They could also be obtained in a similar way. Explore the world's map for 8 colored stakes in the ground, pull all of them out, and the legendary Pokemon will be freed, appearing at a shrine to battle. Today we'll be going over the locations for each of the blue stakes in order to catch Chi-Yu, the Dark Fire member of the legendary Treasures of Ruin. Let's not waste any more time and get right into each and every one of those locations. Before starting your quest to find the stakes, you can go to the Academy and speak to the history professor, Ryfort. After completing her midterm and final exam, by the way, here are all the answers just in case, follow her around the Academy until she starts telling you about the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. She will place the locations of each of the 4 legendary shrines on your map. The stakes for each legendary are in close vicinity to their respective shrine. However, this is not mandatory, and I came across some of these stakes during my initial playthrough long before I spoke with Ryfort and got these shrines on the map. But I think it's still worth mentioning. Seeing the shrines on your map will help keep you on track, it becomes a fast travel point, and it's exactly where you can fight the legendary Pokemon when it is freed from its prison. I'd also strongly recommend finishing the main story before going after these legendaries, or at least completing the Path of Legend storyline and unlocking all of the overworld abilities for your Koraidon or Miraidon. Being able to climb, glide, and surf makes finding these stakes a lot easier. The 8 blue stakes we are looking for today can all be found in the northeastern area of the map near the Fire Scourge Shrine. The first blue stake can be found here at this spot northeast of Levincia beside a tree. From there, head west to this spot near the snowy area of Paldea to find blue stake number 2. Head northeast to this spot and blue stake number 3 can be found right here beside this tree. Head east and climb up the mountain beside Fire Scourge Shrine to find blue stake 4 at this spot here. Head southeast to find blue stake number 5 right here beside some ruins. From there we go northwest to this spot and blue stake 6 can be found beside this big tree right here. Head northwest and at the top of the mountain at this spot here, you'll find blue stake number 7. And finally, we head northwest at this spot here to find the final blue stake on a hill overlooking the beach. Once all 8 have been collected, you'll hear a mysterious cry coming from the shrine. It's time to head over to the Fire Scourge Shrine and catch this legendary Pokemon. After touching the shrine, Chi-Yu will attack at level 60. That shouldn't be too bad for your party to take on if you finish the game's main story. The 4 Treasures of Ruin all have a catch rate of 6, making them the hardest wild Pokemon to catch in all of Scarlet and Violet. We might encounter some with a catch rate of 3 in upcoming DLC, but for now, these guys are the absolute toughest, so spare no expense in getting your team ready and buying the Pokeballs necessary. All legendary Pokemon catching rules from the other games still apply here. You're going to want to get it down to 1 HP, put it to sleep, and start chucking those Pokeballs. In Scarlet and Violet, you receive the False Swipe TM from Jock in the Biology Lab if you show him you've caught 30 unique species of Pokemon. False Swipe is key for catching these legendary Pokemon, so I taught it to my Bisharp right away and knew he'd be my ace when it came to whittling down the HP of these legendaries. I also caught a Screamtail, which has very high HP, speed, and special defense. It was great at tanking attacks from legendaries, and most important of all, it knew Sing. So once I got it down to 1 HP with King Gambit and put it to sleep with Screamtail, it was time to start chucking Timer Balls, which can be purchased easily at any Pokemart. After 10 turns have passed, the Timer Ball reaches its maximum 4x catch rate multiplier, which is as high as it gets when trying to catch one of these legendary Pokemon, short of using your Master Ball. For comparison, a regular Pokeball is a 1x multiplier, and an Ultra Ball is a 2x multiplier. Timer Ball is definitely the way to go, and it's how I caught all 4 Treasures of Ruin. But even with its massive multiplier, Chi-Yu could still potentially take a lot of throws to capture, even at 1 HP and asleep. I got some really great RNG, and it only ended up taking me 3 Timer Balls to catch. But nonetheless, I'd recommend going into this battle with 30 at the very least, just to be safe. Eventually, with enough persistence, the legendary Pokemon will be yours, but it might take a while. If you're having trouble keeping your party alive when trying to catch the powerful legendary Pokemon, consider grinding against some Chanseys in the northern area of the map to level your team up and get them stronger. I made a whole separate video outlining this XP grinding method, so definitely check it out if you're having trouble taking some of the powerful blows from the Treasures of Ruin. Also, one more thing. If you accidentally defeat one of these legendaries, you can come back to the shrine later to challenge them once again. I don't have the exact time down, but when trying to catch wo-chien, it struggled itself to death. I came back to the shrine about 2 hours later in real time, and wo-chien had returned, and I was able to fight it again and ultimately catch it. With that, we are going to wrap it up for today. If you like this video and want to see more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet guides and content, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. With today's video, we've officially captured all 4 of the legendary Treasures of Ruin Pokemon, and know all the locations for all the colored stakes needed to find them. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my other 3 colored stake location guide videos so you could catch the others. Nonetheless, I have a bunch more Scarlet and Violet videos in the works that should be uploaded to the channel in the coming days. But until next time, thanks so much for watching everyone, and take care.